Hello everybody and welcome to Witchcraft with the Arthritic Artisan. Today we are going to be making this cute little carrot in a pot. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified on all future videos. If you don't like this video, hit that subscribe button anyway. Alright everybody, for today's very simple craft, we're going to need the following supplies. I have them all laid out for you. Some jute twine, some printed signs. I will put a link in the description box below. You can print these out yourself. Wood dominoes. I got these in the toy section at Dollar Tree. They're made out of basswood and they come in really handy. There's a lot of them in a pack. Coffee stir stick and or some toothpicks. If you don't have coffee stir sticks, you can use a very tiny dowel rod or popsicle stick cut in half. Some Mod Podge, some chalk paint or acrylic paint brushes, a little mini pot also from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use a recycled K-cup. I take the coffee grounds out and I put them into the compost pile for my backyard garden, which you will see in future videos. And I rinse these out and wash them and use them for my crafting. Some moss, some carrots. I got these at the Dollar Tree. They came in a 6-pack. Since I've bought these though, Dollar Tree has come out with a garland for $1, which has a lot more carrots on it than just 6. Your glue gun, scissors, a craft knife, and I'm sure I left something out, but let's get started. All right, first we are going to start with the painting parts since the paint needs time to dry. You're going to take one of the dominoes and cut the ends off just to get rid of that rounded edge. We want to have 4 even pieces. Once you cut that end off, you're going to take this domino and cut it in half. Then you're going to cut them in half again. Now you can make 4 signs. Once you have these cut, go ahead and get your chalk paint. This is Sage Shadow by Home Decor. We're going to get all these pieces painted and set them aside to dry. And now, thanks to the magic of video editing, we have not 1 but 2 coats of paint on our little wooden sign. We're going to set that aside to dry. Okay, next you're going to take your coffee stir stick and cut it about in half because you don't need the whole thing, just a piece of it. And put a little dab of hot glue. Take your jute twine and wrap it around, the top 2/3. Once the paint has dried on your sign, you're gonna get out your Mod Podge and one of the little printed signs. You're gonna put a thin layer of Mod Podge on the back side of the domino. And lay that down, centering the words on it. Then you're going to let that dry. Once the back layer of Mod Podge is dry, just come back and trim that paper off. Take your little stick, add some hot glue to the top of it and attach it to the back of your little garden sign. Then you're going to want to coat that front part with Mod Podge, just to seal that little decoupage in there. And don't worry, this is going to dry crystal clear. The reason I attach it to the stake before I add the Mod Podge is, and now I've got a little handle to hold it while I'm adding the glue. We are going to set that aside to dry. While that is all drying, we are going to take our little mini pot from Dollar Tree. Take that K-cup that you have. And if you don't have a K-cup, you can shove anything down in there. We're just trying to use up some of the space so we don't have to use as much of the pricier material. In this case, the reindeer moss or peat moss, whatever greenery or brownery you decide to throw down in there. I'm going to use this at a later time. Put that right down in the pot. Take your glue gun and add some hot glue. Make sure that that doesn't slip out. While that's drying, I'm going to take the tip of my glue gun and I'm going to heat poke a hole right through the center of that little cup. I'm also going to enlarge this one just a little bit. Grab your toothpick and carrot and just run the toothpick up into the bottom of that carrot. Then we're going to push the carrot down into that little hole. You don't have to put the carrot all the way down. You want it, the reason we're using the toothpick is so that it stands up a little bit and it's not completely covered in the grass. Add some hot glue around the base of the carrot. And don't worry that it's not sitting steady. Once we put the moss in, it's going to not go anywhere. You can take your little sign that goes in your carrot pot and push that down in that other hole. There we go. Add some hot glue there, push it down, and that will stay nicely. Once that's done, just add some hot glue right in the pot and along the edges. And then you can start adding your moss to the pot. I like to add the carrots and the signs first and then the moss to the pot, only because I wouldn't be able to see those little holes that I made if I put the moss in first. And trim up what's on the sides. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap some jute a couple times around the top of the pot, just so we can tie a nice little bow right in the front. And there you have it. Cute little carrot in a pot. Until next time, have a magical day.